Hello everyone, Judge Sapphire here, and welcome to the Beekeeper's Picnic, which is going to be a new game I'm looking at, which is based off Sherlock Holmes. So any of you Sherlock fans out there, you will know that Holmes famously said that he would retire and keep bees, and this is basically based off that idea of what he's going to basically do in his later years. And from the trailer and first glances on Steam, it's a picnic he set up for him and Watson to catch up. But obviously with Sherlock Holmes, nothing is as straightforward as that. So there's a few shenanigans that goes on, and this is basically their adventures while trying to have a picnic. And I think when I first saw it, it looked super sweet, so I hope it stays sweet. And something else as well, because whenever I get into a game, I'm always changing the sound, so it's a little bit lower so I can hear the dialogue better. And if you go into settings, the things to change the volume and stuff are violins, and it's so cute. I love it. So if I say that murder's cute, I don't literally mean that. I just mean this game looks cute, because this game does look adorable. So let's get into it. Yes, I want to start a new game. London, 1903.
Well, I was correct in my summation then. This is where the printing press created by the master counterfeiter Prescott was hidden.
There must be 2,000 counterfeit notes here. If all these had entered circulation, the Bank of England would have been severely undermined.
Now we only have to wait and catch the bird returning to its nest.
Is it going to be Moriarty?
You think this man, Prescott, will return here?
No, he was killed. It is his murderer I need to catch. James Winter, alias Killer Evans, known to have shot 3 men in the States.
Well, if our Wild West friend tries to live up to his nickname, I will be ready for him. I have my revolver.
Good old Watson. Stay where you are, Mr. Evans, if you value your life. You have a gun trained on you, and Scotland Yard will be with us in a few moments. I would advise surrender.
Well. I guess you've been one too many for me, Mr. Holmes. Saw through my game, I suppose, and played me for a sucker from the first. Well, sir, I hand it to you. You have me beat, and...
Watson! You're not hurt, Watson. For God's sake, say that you are not hurt.
It's nothing, Holmes. It's merely a scratch. Examine for yourself. It's just a flesh wound on my thigh.
You're right. It is quite superficial. Keep.
Killer Evans.
Yes. A clear case of self-defense on your part, dear fellow. Perhaps it is just as well that it should end this way. If he had killed you, I would not have let him get out of this room alive.
Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. Not the murder. Obviously not that. Let's forget about that for a moment. But this is exactly how I imagine Holmes and Watson being, this compassionate duo of friendship, which a lot of movies forget about. Oh, look at that. You got right.
Holmes,
Oh, sorry.
I do wish you would stop that.
Stop what, precisely?
Ruminating over my injury. You said yourself that the flesh wound, quite superficial. I will be back on my feet again in no time. You must stop worrying.
I was doing no such thing. I was considering an entirely different matter.
I may not be a master of observation, But I have known you long enough to think otherwise, my dear fellow.
There must be some way for me to help Watson. Making a close observation of him would be a good place to start.
Ooh! We get to do our detective reasoning, but yeah, I just love the friendship, how that scene was so sweet. Because it reminds me of, I mean, to be fair, so far the portrayal of both Watson and Holmes reminds me a bit of Jeremy Brett in his series with the two actors that played Watson in that. And he was a very compassionate Holmes compared to a lot of the ones that are portrayed now. And in A Final Problem, Jeremy Brett's portrayal of Holmes, he's so distraught with the idea that because Watson's with him, that Moriarty could kill him. And also that was a don't know why I said, oh, it's a Moriarty. I always think that because a lot of franchises with Sherlock Holmes always tend to use Moriarty as the main villain. But obviously this is based in 1903, so Moriarty is long dead. So anyway, let's get to this. I'm guessing it's a click. Ooh! So this is just a click one. I don't have to move anything. Examine books and files.
A selection of books. Once Watson's novels and my own reference books were carefully delineated. And after many years of living together, they were hopelessly muddled.
Oh dear.
Welcome to my brain attic. I like to think of my mind as space full of well-chosen materials, information which I can draw on in order to complete my work. I keep a record here of people who are significant to me, represented by portraits on the walls. The blackboard is very important. I use it to combine observations I've made in order to make deductions. Metaphorically, of course.
That is so cool. Oh, there's his brother. So there's Watson's portrait. Okay, we don't need that. I'm just exploring at a moment. This is fascinating. So that must be an inventory. So, yeah.
A series of bullet holes expertly fired into the wall form the letters VR. A patriotic display which stands for Victoria Regina. I did it myself many years ago in a peak of boredom.
Yeah, I was about to say, he often did that. I think Basil Rathbone showed that in one episode. Plate. Chemistry set. I'm just curious. Painting.
A print of Turner's The Great Fall of the Reichenbach. It's been there since Watson and I moved here, but has taken on additional meaning in the course of our adventures. We could go back to Switzerland, you know, for a holiday. I imagine it is rather nice if one is not fleeing for one's life.
That may be. However, I would prefer not to.
I love that, and I would love to actually have that because they have that painting in Jeremy Brett's series. I would love to have that painting in my own house. Jackknife.
It is my practice to keep my unread correspondence firmly secured to the mantelpiece with a jackknife. I find it to be an efficient filing method, not one generally advocated.
Right.
The remains of Watson's dinner. From the colour of the sauce and a distinct smell, I think that this once held a portion of Mrs. Hudson's quite delightful curried lamb.
Ooh.
A delicious dish, which has sometimes even induced me to overindulge. However, it is quite spicy and salty. I have just observed something important. I should enter my brain attic later in order to see if I can make any deductions.
Ooh, interesting. So we got that. Oh my gosh, there's so much to look at.
Here. Some pink pansies have been delivered to our door. There's a handwritten card of rather fine cardstock. The penmanship is decidedly female. However, it has a certain lax form which I associate with those in the medical field. Dear John, wishing you a swift recovery. With warmest regards, Rebecca.
That sounded a little bit aggravating. Dear John! How dare they refer to John? It's Watson.
Presumptive.
Jealousy, am I sensei, Holmes?
This is Watson's gasogene. It is quite a clever device. The lower chamber contains water. The upper contains tartaric acid and sodium bicarbonate. The two chemicals react, producing carbon dioxide and carbonating the water. For some reason, he prefers to drink his water fizzing with bubbles.
Oh, I
Some
see.
glasses here, but they are absent. I'll have to improvise. A memento of one of my early cases. It is a photograph of the late opera singer Irene Norton, née Adler, the woman who was able to utterly evade my traps. I'm always rather pleased that she did.
Aww. Pigeon slipper! Yes!
A single silk embroidered slipper in an oriental style. I lost its partner many years ago. Since then, it has been used as a receptacle for tobacco.
That was in the original series, the Persian slipper as well. Let's look at the chemistry set.
A well-used set of chemist equipment. The solutions to some of my most complex cases have been wrought here, over Bunsen burner and beaker.
Beaker.
A newly washed glass beaker.
Books and files. I think we've looked at that. Ooh, box.
It is a small leather travelling case with a velvet lining. When I last looked inside, probably around 5 years ago, it housed a hypodermic syringe and other accoutrements.
Oh.
You may wonder why I still keep it here at all. I find there is a certain satisfaction in knowing it is available, yet untouched. Perhaps one day I will find some other use for the case.
So, I'm guessing he's...
Perfectly fine, Doctor. Please continue with your book.
Aww. So, I presume at this point, he has basically given up his addiction.
It was bent out of shape by a rather disagreeable man. I straightened it as best as I was able.
That's a reference to Speckled Band. So, anything... Oh, telephone.
A rather bulky, wall-mounted telephone with a tube to speak into and one to raise to your ear. I have seen more compact models. However, it has served me well enough since I installed it several years ago.
So this is a very advanced Holmes. Don't think there's nothing there. That was the chemistry set. Lights are not doing anything. Obviously, we're going to look at Watson in a minute. But I just love that. This is so fascinating. I want to check the attic. Blackboard. Let's have a look. Right, first one discover Watson has eaten curried lamb. Well, that's helpful. Anyone can tell you he's eating curried lamb. Let's look at Watson.
My intimate companion and biographer, Dr. John H. Watson. Now we see what can be observed about him. I should visit my brain attic afterwards to see what deductions can be made based on my findings.
Book.
It is a yellowback novel entitled The Lady Detective Makes It Right. There's a picture of a young lady examining a footprint on the front, an advertisement extolling the virtues of cocoa on the back. His look of concentration is occasionally interrupted by him wetting his lips and clearing his throat slightly. I have just observed something important. I should enter my brain attic later in order to see if I can make any deductions.
Watson's leg. That's the most
He was
important.
shot in the left thigh. The evidence is mostly gone. His blood-stained trousers have been burned. The bandage is not visible under his clothes. I can tell from the way he sits that it's still causing him some discomfort. He's had quite enough gunshot wounds for one lifetime.
Holmes, you are brooding again. I am touched that you are so affected, deeply touched. But I hate to see you keep berating yourself.
Right. So yeah, because he was injured during his war. In when the wars. Right. So we've done that. Watson's leg. We've done the book. I don't think there's anything else. Like, I was wondering if there was like a pocket or something. Nothing there. Not his tie. No. Go back. Let's have a look. I do love this concept idea. Needs to keep clearing his throat. So obviously that's linked to the spice.
He should not be here by rights. This is a place of facts, of logic. He is a distracting factor. Grit in a sensitive instrument. Yet I find I want him here all the same. My brother Mycroft. He is my superior in observation and deduction, although he does not have the energy or ambition to be a detective. Instead, he uses his capacity of storing facts in aid of the government. Indeed, it could be said that occasionally he is the British government.
Ooh, that's a bit not presumptive, but in a way I get what he means. You said he had to improvise with glasses. Is there anywhere? Oh! Take?
Carry around delicate glassware unless I have a specific purpose for it in mind.
Well, what about that?
I don't want to carry around delicate
For Pete's
glassware
sake.
unless I have a specific purpose for it in mind.
The thing.
I will need a glass or other suitable vessel to hold the liquid first.
I found one. It's by here.
I don't want to carry around delicate glassware unless I have a specific purpose for it in mind. I do not want to move it. It fits rather neatly in this corner. I always felt this gasogene is a very neat little device. It is only a shame that I am not more partial to what it produces.
You should try it, Holmes. Carbonated water is very helpful. It is good for dyspepsia.
But Watson, one of the beakers from my chemistry set.
Yes, very nice.
I don't want to carry around delicate glassware unless I have a specific purpose for it in mind.
Right, so I know I need to use that for that, but how do I...
I will need a glass or other suitable vessel to hold the liquid first. Ah, my loyal beakers, my beloved Bunsen burner, my most excellent test tubes.
Do you have some experiment to perform, Holmes?
Not at present. I suppose you hope it will reply back to me. Perhaps engage in a light musical number.
I'm trying to figure out what to do.
I have other business I must attend to at the moment.
Right, okay, that's not helpful. More Watson. Oh, have you written any stories? Oh! Have you ever considered getting a dog, Watson? Did you enjoy your curried lamb? I will let you return to your book.
Enjoy your curried lamb?
Yes, very much. Mrs. Hudson may still have some available if you are hungry. You must eat, Holmes. The case is over.
Again, I will say. Have you written any stories lately?
I had some attempts at jotting down some historical fiction, but I'm struggling to find a home for them. I may make an attempt at writing up more of your cases. The affair of the dancing men would be popular, don't you think?
It certainly had a touch of the sensational about it. Have you ever considered getting a dog, Watson?
Sometimes. I am fond of dogs. They require considerable care, however.
Indeed. Yet they are loyal beasts with excellent noses. You remember old Toby, kept by Mr. Sherman? If we had a little more space, and I thought Mrs. Hudson would allow it, I may have thought to buy him and have him here with us.
That's a reference to the Sign of Four.
Now both man and dog are long dead. I will let you return to your book.
I am here to be of use, Holmes. But perhaps wait a while until this particular gunshot injury has healed?
Tempting. He's not quite so injured that I need to toss him over my shoulder and put him to bed, however.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I don't know.
I could take the dirty dish to my housekeeper, Mrs. Hudson, but I feel that would set a bad precedent. She may expect me to do the same again in the future.
What about...
Stupid flowers.
Say something, Holmes?
I said that these flowers are stupid.
That's what I thought.
I love the honesty there.
I suppose I could toss them out of the window.
Holmes, please leave those there. They were a kind gift from a friend.
Oh dear.
I can use the telephone to call my brother Mycroft. He often has valuable ideas about how to proceed in any given situation.
Oh.
Operator, the Diogenes Club, London, if you please. Yes, I'll hold.
Oh, that's cool!
My dear Sherlock, how can I be of assistance?
Watson has been shot.
Watson has been shot.
Superficially, I assume, or you would not be calling me quite so calm.
Yes, a graze.
Send him my warm regards. Oh, speaking of the good doctor, have you told him of your plans yet? It seems to me that it would be a sensible idea not to delay too long.
How are you, Mycroft?
Very well.
Those young whippets in Whitehall haven't been causing you too much bother?
Dear me, no.
I should have said that one first. Okay.
Perhaps you can give me some advice.
Certainly. What is the conundrum of the moment?
Have I ever told you about my brain attic?
Yes, brother dear, but explain again if you wish.
It is only a metaphor, of course. It is an imaginary place where I store all of my facts and knowledge. In particular, I like to imagine a blackboard where I collect observations and thoughts. When I have collected several ideas there, I can combine them to make deductions. Making deductions often allows me to proceed in my cases, although I use similar methods in all aspects of my life, including deciding how best to help an injured friend, it seems. I have nothing else to ask you. Goodbye, Mycroft.
Goodbye, little brother. Do call again.
It's weird hearing them talk like that. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can...
Watson's eaten the curry, and now he is clearing his throat often and licking his lips. I conclude that he is rather thirsty. Hardly my most illuminating deduction, I grant you. However, the mechanism remains the same when I'm solving much more complex problems. I seek out information and look for connections.
I do notice that when he's thinking in his head, his mouth doesn't move. I like that.
Find him something to drink. I could ring for Mrs. Hudson, but Watson would find it more charming if I were to find him something to drink myself.
Can I actually do it now?
Yes, I shall take the beaker.
Finally. I went a bit ahead of the Mind Palace, shall we call it.
I hope you will momentarily forgive me for casting aside the diaphanous fourth wall which exists between us, but you must take the beaker from out of my inventory and then use it with the gasogene.
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
There. I now have a beaker full of carbonated water.
I am here to be of use, Holmes.
Oh.
But perhaps wait a while until this particular gunshot injury has healed?
Does that work?
Here you are, my dear fellow. You seem to be thirsty after your curried lamb. Apologies for the container. Mrs. Hudson seems to have purloined all our glasses. It is clean, I assure you.
Thank you, Holmes. You are right. I am thirstier than I realized. I will trust that you have avoided cross-contamination when it comes to your scientific equipment, and that this is not an attempt to poison me.
Well, I've done that for him at least. Perhaps I should stop delaying. There's something important I need to speak to him about. Wait a moment. The thing I wish to say to Watson is quite significant. Am I ready to take this step?
Yes, I think you are ready.
Let's discuss something important. Earlier, you presumed that I was berating myself for allowing you to come to harm. While my thoughts have turned that way often, ever since you were injured, it was not what I was thinking in that moment. Rather, I was trying to decide how to share some important news with you. I have decided to retire.
Retire?
Yes, to sequester myself away on the farm of my dreams. I have a notion to take up beekeeping.
Yay!
Give up your detective work? Surely not. You are simply upset because I was hurt. In a week or two...
No, I'm quite certain. In fact, I purchased a cottage and some land in Sussex several months ago. I do not crave the thrill of detection as I once did. It is a task for a young man, and I am no longer young. It is time to move on.
But what am I to do?
Whatever you like, Watson. I'm not your keeper. It is rather a large cottage.
Just
Holmes,
this is so
you
sweet.
know that I will never tire of your company. A countryside retirement sounds idyllic. Yet, this is very sudden. I am not certain I am ready for that kind of seclusion. I still have a few decades' worth of a perfectly respectable medical career ahead of me, and people here who rely on me.
Once I fail to supply the curious adventures which thrill you and provide you with material for your sordid magazine stories, you lose interest in me. Is that it?
Of course not. You know that is not true.
Or perhaps you've set your sights on marrying the sensible and pretty matron who brings you flowers and writes you sweet nothings. If you propose, I'm certain she will agree. She has not been subtle about her intentions.
Holmes, you are being childish.
Yes, I suppose I am.
Of course, I will come with you if you need me. If you ask me to join you, I will.
No, I cannot ask that of you. You are loyal and true to a fault, my dear, dear Watson. And I'm certain that you would give up your passions to join me in mine. If you did, a seed of resentment would be sown which might drive us apart in the end. I could not endure that.
It seems that we are being drawn along different paths then.
Yes.
Strange, isn't it?
Yes. Very strange.
They were wonderful years, weren't they? I loved every moment.
Watson, they were glorious. We were glorious.
You won't vanish on me will you, Holmes? You won't simply disappear without telling me you were going. I could not bear that.
No, I think I have a little more sense these days than to engage in those kinds of theatrics. Should you need me, Watson, you will find me in Sussex, keeping bees and reading philosophy. And you will always be very, very welcome.
Aww. Sussex. Oh my gosh. So we've gone... Oh, sorry. Oh, after the First World War. Oh my gosh, 17 years later. Oh. Oh, come on, Watson, you can do it.
Watson, are you going to loiter on my doorstep all morning?
Good afternoon, Holmes. My word, you look well. I don't think I've ever seen you with so much flesh on your bones and colour in your cheeks.
I remain as wiry as ever under the knitwear, I assure you.
I must apologize for turning up out of the blue like this. I know I should have written to you ahead of time. My ship came in this morning and I found myself unceremoniously deposited back in England. I couldn't face the hubbub of London. I really am dog-tired. And you do have rather a good track record of perking me up when I'm back from a war. So I thought... I hoped... If it is at all inconvenient, then you must tell me. I am certain I can find alternative accommodation.
Watson, kindly stop talking nonsense. Come inside, get out of that uniform, and make yourself at home. You must stay for as long as you like, my dear, dear Watson. Watson is by my side again. I must ensure that he's able to rest and recuperate. Find a way to tell him, well, many things. But how? A picnic, perhaps, on the cliff tops. He would like that. The perfect moment of peace and tranquility after the bloodshed he has seen, all the lives he has saved and not managed to save. I will ask my housekeeper for suggestions for what I will need. She can generally be found in the kitchen.
That is so... Oh, bless. I didn't think about that he would have been used during the war. I didn't think. Oh. But he's an old war dog, so of course Watson would go. Right. I'm just going to do some observations.
Dr. Johnson once noted that time, with all its celerity, moves slowly to him whose sole employment is to watch its flight. One does not need to worry about time racing forwards with this particular clock. I removed the pendulum after finding the noise irritating.
That sounds like a Holmes thing to do.
If you hear any ticking, it is coming from the clock behind you on the opposite wall.
Ooh. Interesting.
I decided it was only fitting to update the old regal monogram from Baker Street. Of course, we have a new monarch now, George V.
Oh.
However, a letter G does not lend itself well to calligraphy by bullets.
No, I can see that.
The protective hat and gloves I use for tending my bees.
I would love that. I would love to have, like, fresh honey from a beehive.
A print of Turner's The Great Fall of the Reichenbach. Watson accuses me of morbidity for keeping it here. I feel it does a man no harm to look at his own death once in a while.
Creepy dog statue.
A Staffordshire pottery dog. Watson bought it from the village fete. I detest it.
I detest it too, Holmes.
I keep little cloths in there for cleaning my spectacles.
Oh.
Honestly.
I hope you're honest about that. He's got his Persian slippers still. Violin!
My Stradivarius, purchased at a pawnbroker's in Tottenham Court Road for 55 shillings.
I want to say bargain.
A device for playing sound recorded on a disc made of shellac, although acoustically it is a Platonian shadow of true music. I must say that I enjoy putting on a record in the evenings and enjoying a concert in the comfort of my own home.
It must have been like that, like when they first had record players. It must have been so bizarre for them to have like sound coming off this weird flat disc. I want to see if I can use it. One thing I did love about the Jeremy Brett series is when he played the violin. Because the sound of the violin is so unusual, and on its own it can be quite powerful as well. Right. Lamp.
I always find this style of lamp slightly disquieting. I was almost killed by one once. But Watson can tell you the story better than I.
Right, can I look at the plant? Turn the clock. Oh.
Various dried flowers and herbs. I was exploring possible uses of botanical pigments in medieval Northumbrian monasteries.
Right, we've done grandfather clock. Done painting. Door to the outside, so door to the kitchen.
Nothing I can observe.
Right, okay. Let's go in. Martha. There's a cat!
Hodge, who I think I must begrudgingly consider to be my cat. Or else I am her human, and she turned up one day and has not left me at least.
Oh, that is so sweet. Right, anything else? Nah, just... Beautiful! Obviously beautiful. Obviously.
The strange idiosyncrasy of my battle axe of a housekeeper is that she is very fond of flowers. She often wears them about her person. I've never known a woman with such a passion for tobacco. We can talk for hours about it. Her hair grew very thin many years ago, so now she crops it short and wears a wig.
I was about to say, that doesn't look real. Right, back. So, let's...
Perhaps I should speak with her.
How can I make a good picnic? How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. Although I am quite busy at the moment. Sometimes it feels like this house is lived in by a couple of elephants, not two distinguished gentlemen.
So is Mrs. Hudson... Oh, Mr. Hudson may have passed away by now.
Martha, I'm planning a surprise picnic for Watson. What key components would you suggest are required?
A surprise picnic, eh? This isn't secretly some scheme, is it?
Scheme?
You're not setting this up in order to capture a gang of counterfeiters or such like?
No, I am setting this up in order to enjoy a picnic.
Oh, well, it was worth checking.
I bet she loves a good crime.
I would have thought the location is very important. A quiet spot with a beautiful view, perhaps. You will need a hamper of food, naturally. I recall from his previous visits that the doctor is very partial to Mrs. Kumar's elderflower cordial. I imagine he would appreciate a bottle.
Oh my gosh, I used to drink that. Gosh, it depending what company, it can be quite expensive, and also it has a particular taste, so some people might not like it.
A hamper of picnic food, a bottle of elderflower cordial, and a quiet spot to enjoy both. I think that can be arranged. Thank you. Can you make a hamper of food for me?
Certainly. When do you need it by?
Lunchtime today.
Mr. Holmes, I do not have time to drop everything, go to the shops, acquire additional food, and make you a picnic in time for lunch. Perhaps you could postpone your plans a few days.
No, Martha, no. It is vital, it is paramount that I will arrange the picnic hamper myself. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. You will keep out of mischief, won't you?
I like to imagine Holmes has got up to a lot of stuff without anyone knowing. Well, he's been retired. Let's have a look. Oh gosh, hello. Who are these people?
I first encountered Miss Violet Hunter when she was a young woman, seeking help concerning a governess position which paid well. None too well. In the years since then, her career has flourished. She's been headmistress at a series of schools, each time leaving them better than she found them. I was quite delighted to find that she also has a house here in Fulworth.
Well, I know that name.
I have known a great many policemen in my time. Constable Webber does not rank well amongst them. He has a patronising way of speaking to me, which I do not like.
That just sounds like policeman. Toby! Toby the Third!
My loyal sleuthhound. I had determined not to have another dog after the loss of Toby the Second. But I could not resist that eager little face.
Oh, Toby the Third.
He took his degree in medicine in 1878 before studying further to become a surgeon with the army. Just as the Second Afghan War broke out, that led him inexorably to the fatal Battle of Maiwand. He nearly died there of a bullet wound, or else of the enteric fever which followed. Returning to London to convalesce and living on a pittance of an army pension, he required someone to share the cost of lodgings. A mutual friend introduced him to a self-destructive young fellow who was trying to make his name as a consulting detective. I dare say we saved one another in a way, and from that moment our lives were bound up together. Sometimes we were parted. The obligation of married life called to him, or my vocation called to me. Thankfully, we always seemed to wind up thrown together again. In the war, I engaged in covert work, while he returned to his roots as an army doctor. It was only in that long silence that I wondered if I would never hear from him again.
Oh. So yeah, I thought you would have done covert work.
Yet England is at peace, and he is with me again.
I have a feeling Mycroft would have passed
My
away.
elder brother Mycroft is 7 years my senior. Our difference in age meant that we did not spend a great deal of time together as children. He was off at school, while I was still learning the rudiments of walking and talking. I still think we recognized in each other a shared mentality. It was he who taught me the deduction game. Indeed, he remains the master at it. Yet for him, it is just a game. While for me it was both art and science, a means to a livelihood. Mycroft remains the only one with whom I can discuss my thoughts at full luminance, without keeping ear of the shutter. For much of his life he held the British government's secrets in his head. However, now in retirement, he spends most of his time at the club he helped to found, the Diogenes. If I need his help and advice, I'm able to telephone him.
So he's still alive, thank goodness.
My neighbour, Mrs. Kumar, came to live in Fulworth in 1915. She is a widow. I believe her husband served in the Indian Expeditionary Force under the command of General Sir James Wilcox. Like so many other women in the wake of that terrible slaughter, she has built up a livelihood to support herself and her young son. She has a shop selling quality cloth and haberdashery. Butter would not melt in the mouths of the ladies of Fulworth when they buy fabric from her, but behind her back they gossip cruelly. On my arrival in Fulworth, I engaged Martha as a housekeeper. I had expected a dull old lady, not a patch on the dear Mrs. Hudson, who ran my household for so many years. Instead, I was delighted to find that Martha is quite the eccentric. She smokes a pipe, speaks like a sailor when inclined to do so, and is therefore very capable of keeping me in line. Despite her being under my employ, I think of her as a friend. She helped me in some of my espionage work during the war. I greatly enjoy sparring with her.
Oh, I want to see that. Please say we get to see them spar in this.
Miss Tilda is the niece of my former client, Miss Violet Hunter. Miss Hunter became her guardian following the death of her parents. She is a vivacious young lady with a great passion for learning, particularly in the field of the natural sciences.
That's cool. I'm glad they made use of some recognised names.
As head of the local Women's Institute, Mrs. Whitlock is the closest thing Fulworth has to a civic leader. She is widowed and does not seem in any hurry to marry again. Mrs. Kumar's young son, Sanjay. He attends the local village school and spends the rest of his time helping his mother or finding a solitary place to read a book. He does not seem to be a popular boy. His closest friend is Tilda, a girl a few years younger than he is. Lately, he seems to have taken quite the interest in me. I do not mean to say that he speaks to me. He simply observes at a distance. I observe him in return.
Some of the dialogue does seem to sound a bit off now and again.
Stackhurst is my closest neighbour and the headmaster of the local coaching establishment, The Gables.
Oh, is that a reference to the Green
He and
Gables?
I have been friendly from the day I came to the coast, and often drop in on each other in the evenings without an invitation. He was a well-known rowing blue in his day, and remains an excellent all-round scholar. He is far more in touch with the wider world than I these days, and can always be trusted to share any gossip from London.
Right, that's handy to know. So we've checked all them out. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look. Right, there's nothing there. So if we go back... How do we leave?
Perhaps I should speak with her.
I've already done that. Right, how do we leave? Can I pick him
How
up?
that she's sleeping and looks so peaceful. I don't wish to wake her. Besides, it would compromise her dignity.
Oh, there we go. Oh, can I go up? Oh, I can.
You simply wish to know how many bedrooms I have, don't you? Oh, very well.
No, I don't wish that, but thank you for telling me. Dr. Holmes is...
I was bored.
I love that.
There is nothing of particular interest. I suppose I could dust for prints. My word. For many years, this was a lumber room. I made it ready for Watson prior to his arrival by bringing out the few belongings of his I retained from our Baker Street days. Clearly, he has added to the desk the items he brought in his suitcase. Seeing all his personal effects here makes me feel as though I've stepped backwards through time.
Aww.
There are his service medals. There cannot be a more gallant and brave man than Watson. But he's never been awarded a medal for his gallantry or an order of chivalry. It's part of the reason I've never accepted a knighthood. The offer never extended to him as well. That, and the idea of being referred to as Sir Sherlock, makes me shudder. I remember that day. I was convinced that it would be the end of all things. That with a beautiful young bride, Watson would forget the friend who used to lodge me. It was nearly true. We did not see each other for a few months. It is only with the distance of years that I realized that was due to my own stubbornness.
Sometimes it does happen with weddings.
I much prefer this style of stethoscope to the sort that is more like a rigid tube. Let me see what Watson has been writing. Aha. It is one of his memoirs about my cases. The affair of Professor Presbury. I've said for many years that he should publish on that matter, if only to dispel some of the ugly rumours which echoed through London society some 20 years ago. Now, what does he say about me? He's always overly flattering. Rarely does he spare me any blushes. The relations between Holmes and I those latter days were peculiar. He was a man of habits, narrow and concentrated habits, and I had become one of them. Oh dear. As an institution, I was like the violin, the shag tobacco, the old black pipe, the index books, and others perhaps less excusable. His remarks could hardly be said to be made to me. Many of them would have been as appropriately addressed to his bedstead. Oh, Watson, I am sorry.
Mirror.
When did I begin to look so avuncular?
The fez! I remember that from Jeremy Brett.
Turkish hat made of red velvet. Watson believes it suits him. It does not.
I think Doctor Who would disagree with that. Watson's writings. I think we're done in here. So if we go back down, I think we'll have to... I think we're going to have to look for some food. Oh, there's Watson.
Watson, wait. How are you feeling, Watson?
Very well, thank you.
Your old war wound is not bothering you?
No. I think this warm weather is good for it. What about you, Holmes? Your arthritis?
Arthritis? Are you entirely sure I have arthritis?
Yes, I am. I am sorry, Holmes. I don't mean to act like a mother hen.
He always does.
Cannot help being a doctor, Watson. How is your house and medical practice in London?
They have been all mothballs and dust sheets since I left for
Yeah, the dialogue seems to break up now and again.
To tell you the truth, Holmes, I have not been back there.
Goodbye, Watson.
Goodbye, Holmes.
So...
My extractor, designed to drain honey from a beehive frame. The device is best used on the table.
Right, okay, so we can't... Can I make use of it?
Come now, be specific. What do you wish me to use the extractor with?
Okay,
all England with the best nose. Toby, third of that name.
Gosh, I say, that's a little rich. All true, of course. Would the great Sherlock Holmes accept anything less in his loyal hound?
He has a voice. Oh my gosh, I love it.
They're buzzing around in fine form. If I want to open the hive, I should subdue them first.
Right, I need smoke then.
Noble hound, the finest.
Oh yeah.
Hello, master.
Is this like... Does he talk and Holmes can understand him?
You're a good boy.
Woof, woof. Well, naturally. And I think you're a good human, master. Especially when you give me words. It's a pity that for all your intelligence, you can't understand me.
Ah, Toby, if only you could speak.
Oh, don't worry, master. You have that nice doctor fellow to talk to now, so you don't need to be lonely. I don't need conversation. I'm content with handsome elements.
Oh.
That's enough talk for now, doggy.
Is this the town? Oh! So we got the map. So picnic spot, cottages, gables.
What are you doing?
I'm catching newts.
Naturally. Would you like me to teach you how I harvest honey?
Yes, please, Mr. Holmes. I want to be a beekeeper when I grow up.
I thought you wanted to be a fisherman when you grow up.
That was last week.
Very well. First, I put on my protective hat and gloves. The bees are not generally aggressive, but I wish to avoid direct contact with them. Then I use a smoker to make the bees calm, only a little. I do not wish to cause them distress. Inside the hives, there are wooden frames that hold the honeycombs where the bees store their honey. When I see that a frame is full, I remove it from the hive and I scrape away the protective wax which the bees have made. I then place the frame in my extractor. This spins the frame and causes the honey to fall away. I can then filter the honey, put it in jars or bottles, ready to be...
Yummy.
I love honey.
May I have that jam jar?
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I need the jam jar. It's very, very important. When I catch a newt, I need to put it in there so I can take it home to the tank where it's going to live.
I see. That is important. I would not want to deprive you of your newt. If I were to find you some kind of specimen of natural history which is more interesting than a newt, would you surrender the jam jar to me?
Better than a newt? That sounds very tricky.
But I enjoy a challenge.
You're on.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
So I need to find something that is more important? Question mark.
It is a wig. I know the signs.
The reason why you know signs is because you're a housekeeper.
Her cheeks are sallow. Her complexion is pale. She has dark skin under eyes. All of these things, however, are the products of well-placed makeup. The nails are well cared for, save that she bites them when she is nervous.
Right. Oh, it's a Mayfair. Right, I can't interact with that. Ooh!
Mrs. Fanny Whitlock, head of the local Women's Institute. She is absorbed in managing the village fete competition. Don't be absurd.
Oh, Violet!
She is a handsome middle-aged woman whose round, freckled face retains the brightness of youth. Her eyes speak of a quiet, understated intelligence. She wears a slightly severe pinstripe jacket and skirt. Miss Hunter? How are you, Miss Hunter?
I'm well, Mr. Holmes. Catching up on all the little jobs which I'm not able to undertake during term time.
But the new school in Chichester is proving to be all-absorbing then.
Rather. I'm afraid the last head did not run a tight ship. I've no wonder they had to call me in. The girls are all little monsters, and the mistress is not much better.
Sounds ghastly.
Don't mistake me. I'm rather enjoying the challenge. For the next 4 weeks, however, I will relish spending time by myself.
What are you sewing?
A new walking dress. What do you think of the colour? I was always told that redheads should not wear red, and so I try to do so as often as possible.
I am no expert in ladies' fashion, but it is very cheerful. You would not rather have a seamstress make it for you?
Oh, no. I enjoy making clothes. I find it relaxing. In fact, you should let me make you something. All I would ask is that you bring me the material you want to use. As a spinster, I don't get the opportunity to make men's clothing. I did try once, for a neighbour. Unfortunately, he misunderstood my offer for, well, a romantic overture. Poor fellow. I had to let him down gently.
You know that Watson was quite convinced that I was holding a candle for you when we first met.
No. Surely not. How funny.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right, let's Oops. Didn't mean to press that one.
Don't be...
So, where can I go? Okay. Because I would try and buy those cakes for the picnic, but they're not. It doesn't look like they're for sale. Let's try the cottages.
Someone has been gardening. The earth is disturbed all along the front of the house.
Oh, it's this lady.
The hands show that she has worked many menial jobs in the past. However, they are currently well manicured. I'm not an expert in such matters, but I would imagine that such a sumptuous dress is the height of fashion amongst Indian ladies. Good day, Mrs. Kumar.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes.
trade going well? Your fabric shop in Eastbourne, I believe.
Yes, indeed, business is going well, Mr. Holmes. I think that with the war behind them, many ladies wish to buy the colorful fabrics I have for sale. And how is your work? You are making more of your wonderful honey?
It is the bees who make the honey. I am merely their servant and a student.
You know, my boy Sanjay has very strange ideas about you. He insists you are secretly a detective from a book he's reading.
An imaginative and observant young fellow, it seems. Could I buy some of your excellent elderflower cordial? The one that my friend Dr. Watson enjoys so much.
I'm afraid I'm sold out at the moment, but I'm preparing a fresh batch as we speak. Are you able to come back another time?
I had hoped to have it for a picnic at lunchtime today.
That will be fine. I'm nearly finished. An hour or two, Mr. Holmes. That is all I need.
Very well. Thank you, Mrs. Kumar.
Right, so that's the drink sorted out.
Goodbye, Miss.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
So if we go... So we need to find a basket. So whose house is this? Oh. He doesn't look happy.
What do you want?
I thought I would welcome you to the neighborhood. This house has been empty many years, and now it is not. I must assume you've recently moved in.
Excuse me, but I'm very busy.
Charming.
What a delightful fellow.
Well, we're not going to get any luck from there. I'm wondering if he's going to be the one that's killed. Or if he's going to be suspected.
Mrs. Kumar is washing some sheets. If I were to make a close study of them, I might be able to find out all kinds of details about her personal life. And I believe that would be a waste of time. And Watson would chide me for being rude.
So where can we go? Wonder if we can find something at the beach that would entice her. Oh, I think this was a thing that actually happened.
Our local village Bobby, Constable Webber. He is frustrated that he never ascended the ranks and made sergeant. And he had egg for breakfast. What is happening here?
This here young lady is an archaeologist. She's made a tremendous discovery. Some kind of fossilized mermaid. She's drawing in quite a crowd and offering a lecture about the discovery for those who will pay.
You must realize it is a scam.
More than my job's worth, Mr. Holmes. She's not doing anything illegal. I'm just here to keep the peace.
Have you asked the young lady to move?
Unless I find out she's done something illegal, I can't shift her, Mr. Holmes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
The features seem simian to me. Like a monkey.
Oh, brain attic.
I think the tail has been created from paper and glue.
Right.
This fellow is clearly deeply intelligent. Why he seems to be employed as a valet when he could be running the country is an interesting conundrum. Well, I can only deduce that he must be very fond of his employer.
Oh, there's the gentleman.
Harold Stackhurst, the headmaster of the Gables, and my immediate neighbour. Affable fellow, we became fast friends when I moved here. He has been carrying that battered newspaper around for a while, looking for a peaceful spot to read it. size and style, I would suggest they belong to a boy of around 14 or 15. I expect he is an active fellow who spends many hours running through the muddy fields to the north of the village, swift of foot but clumsy with his hands. His lace tying is rather slapdash.
Interesting. Oh, whoops.
Hello, Holmes.
What's happened?
That young lady over there is claiming to have discovered some eighth wonder of the world. A real-life mermaid. Absolute humbug, of course, but she's making a mint out of it. Don't suppose you could see your way to getting rid of her. Jolly unfair, her tricking people out of their money and disturbing the peace.
Don't worry, my friend. I intend to. I wish the view of this beach to be unobstructed. How is the Gables?
Oh, jolly good. Of course, the boys are all home for the summer at the moment, so it's all planning. I have doubts about the new English master I hired. He's entirely green around the gills. Still, we were all young once, what?
You haven't thought of retiring?
Oh, no! I live to teach. Whatever would I do if I retired?
Why do you wear a monocle? I've always wondered, since you clearly have perfect eyesight.
I feel it gives me a sense of authority. If you wear a monocle, people assume you must be someone important.
That is actually true.
Goodbye, Stackhurst.
Goodbye, old man.
An elegant young couple. Seen them in the village. Do not know their names. I feel it is likely they moved to the seaside for the good of his health. He's been unwell in the last few years. This fellow is clearly deeply intelligent. Why he seems to...
Oh, yeah. It's a young gentleman.
This stylish young gentleman has a very fastidious valet, with whom he has minor disagreements regarding sartorial matters. She is young, I would say around 20, very muscular, perhaps of Italian descent. She has the people enthralled.
Roller, Roller, see the eighth wonder of the world, a real-life mermaid.
Who are you?
Professor P.B. Ritchie, M.A., Oxon, RSI, award-winning archaeologist and adventurer.
I'm gonna say no, you're not.
And how did you unearth this mermaid?
Through clever deductive reasoning based on my knowledge of geological processes.
Would you perhaps be able to name for me a geological process?
Photosynthesis.
I thought so. Where do you hold a professorship?
Shrewsbury College, Camford.
What awards have you won?
Oh, Victoria Cross, Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this woman.
You have not. This is all very verifiable information. All I have to do is send a few telegrams.
Send away, my man, send away. I expect by the time you have your answers, I will have moved on with a pocket full of coins.
You refuse to leave the beach.
Not until I have satisfied my public, sir.
You made the mermaid by sewing together a monkey and a fish.
No, I didn't.
Indeed you did.
Didn't.
You did.
Didn't.
It is blatantly obvious you did, to anyone with eyes.
No.
You are a scam artist.
No, I'm not.
You are. I can prove that you are. The mermaid is made from multiple animals which have been artificially stitched together and augmented with sugar paste and papier-mâché. It is not even a cunning trick. It is entirely transparent.
Look, mister, people see what they want to see. You can point out to them all day that the mermaid is fake, but they won't accept it. They want to believe my fantasy.
And there lies the folly of humanity which frustrates me the most. There is wonder enough in nature without making up wonders. Each of my beehives is more miraculous than your mermaid by far. Indeed, even a simple rose.
Not going to make me money, though, are they? Roll up! Roll up!
Goodbye.
Toodle bib!
A journalist, I believe. Good morning.
It's lovely. What a wonderful view of the sea. If only I'd come with my husband and not just for work.
I don't suppose you've heard any news from London?
None at all. I've been so busy. Haven't seen a newspaper in days.
I think that's it, isn't it? There's no way of... Have I got... No, I haven't got anything in there. I've been to the Gables. Well, actually, let's go back to the Gables. See if there's any way to distract Violet's daughter.
Use it how precisely?
Well, fine, I'll go to it.
Oh, it will be empty.
No, I can't do that. I'm not quite sure what else to do. Let's have a look. What have we got?
I fail to see.
No, I haven't got enough. So those are the evidence I've got so far.
Please don't take that, Mr. Holmes. I need it to catch my newts.
Of course, I understand. An empty, clean jam jar. I think I recognize it as one from my own kitchen.
Oh. Right, okay. I'm not quite sure where to move on from here, so let's go back to the bee farm and see what we can do there.
While I am experienced enough to know how to interact with the bees without wearing protective equipment, my little neighbour Miss Tilda may be watching. It is best that I set a good example for her.
Oh, I see. Maybe there's a smoke thing inside the house?
On further reflection, I should wait to put these on until I am near the hives. I'll take them with me for now.
Hey, we got them in the inventory. Right, let's have a look in the kitchen, see if there's any baskets. Shovel.
I was using it recently to dig up the flower beds in the front of the house.
Mr. Holmes, would you please take that shovel out of my nice clean kitchen? Oh, I never knew a man so slovenly in his habits.
May I take this, Martha?
Of course. Did you say exhume a body?
Goodbye, Martha. I believe that one is generally expected to talk into the telephone, not at it. However, I think I understand your intention.
Thank you.
Hello, operator. The Diogenes Club, London, if you please. Yes, hello.
It's got a car outside. Oh, look at him.
My dear Sherlock, how can I be of assistance?
How are you, Mycroft? How is London?
Oh, I am well, and so is London. I find that retirement suits me.
keeping yourself occupied?
Certainly. I breakfast and read my book from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock. From 10 until 1 o'clock, I take in the view from my window.
For 3 whole hours, Mycroft. You do not find that dull?
To anyone who wishes to study mankind, that is the spot. I see the whole gamut of society through that window.
Yeah, that is a similar line to that of the Greek interpreter when Watson first meets Mycroft.
Then I dine at the Ivy before heading to the Diogenes from 2:15 until 8:15.
I see. A punishing schedule.
And what are you doing with your dotage, little brother?
The bees occupy my interest as much as the criminal world of London ever did. I completed a magnum opus on the subject. Practical handbook of bee culture with some observations upon the segregation of the queen.
A riveting read, no doubt.
I would like to ask your advice.
How can I help?
A young lady is causing a stir on the beach with a raucous sideshow. It's so obviously a humbug, a scam. Yet the police refuse to move her along. Noise, hubbub, it's infuriating.
It is nice to be reminded occasionally that as highly strung as you may be, you are still my brother. Sometimes I think I would enjoy the solitude of the countryside myself, but outside of London, everything is so far apart from everything else. I would expect this is not the lady's first attempt at this trick, and in the past she is likely to have trespassed across the line of the law in a way which would interest the police. You must simply find the evidence and either confront her with it or pass it straight to the police.
I have nothing to ask advice about at present.
No? Oh, that is a pity.
Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye, Sherlock.
Painting.
A print of The Shipwreck by Claude Joseph Vernet, who is my esteemed ancestor. It explores concepts of the sublime, the horrible and powerful, meeting the beautiful. I have always found it profoundly moving.
Don't think we can go that way. Nothing there. Really want to pick up a basket. Where would I get a basket from? Let's try Holmes's room. Let's see what's in there. Oh, wow.
A small part of my collection of portraits of celebrated criminals. I removed most of them on leaving Baker Street, but my room would not feel homely without one or two about the place.
Flippin' heck.
A nefarious cat burglar, known for charming all those around her.
Oh, wrong one.
I keep notes to myself pinned here with a jackknife. Let me see. Throw away mold experiment under bed. Dated to 3 weeks ago. I may need to add a new note reminding me to warn Martha before she tidies under the bed.
Oh my gosh.
My humble home has any faults, it is that it can become very cold in the winter. This device can be filled with embers from the fire and then used to heat the bed. I keep meaning to invest in a rubber hot water bottle instead.
Gull skull?
Of a gannet. It was a present from Miss Tilda. She found it on the beach. This is not my entire laboratory, but a small selection which serves me well for most things. The microscope sees the most use.
Dressing gown.
My current...
Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to... Ooh, paintings.
Last October, I decided to challenge myself to paint a small painting, one each day throughout the month. I only completed 8 before I became distracted by another project.
But still, 8 months, that's good.
Watson would like one in his room, but then he would see I have painted them, and the simple fact of the matter is that they are not very good. Quite amateurish. He likes to think of me as a master at all things. I would hate to disappoint him.
Aww. So let's try her room.
No use. It is locked.
Okay, never mind. So we can go back to that one woman to get the drink. But I still need a basket and stuff. I don't think there's anything around here. Oh, whoops. Right, let's try and see if we can do the bees. There's Toby. Oh, I'm so glad they did Toby.
It is reckless to open the hive without ensuring the bees are calm first.
So where can I get a smoke thing? There it is. This is so sweet. I do love this a lot. Right. Smoker.
It has been known for time out of mind that bees are calmed by smoke. The precise mechanism is a matter of hot debate in apian circles. I am of the opinion that bees communicate danger by releasing subtle smells to one another, which the smoke interrupts. I wrote a short monograph on the subject, if you're interested.
I would love that. I would.
A light touch. I do not want them to be stressed.
I love these little
Tray of
sketches.
excess honey here. I'll take it with me.
Right. Honey extractor. Oh, I would love to do this.
The honey is now in the extractor. I will take the empty tray with me.
So I got a tray, a smoker, a shovel. Just wondering where else we can go, but it looks rather sweet, and the little sketches in between, and just the different kinds of characters is all so charming. I do love it. Aww. And so far, nothing dramatic has happened. No one's been killed yet. The most dramatic was meeting the new neighbour, which we'll see his fate later on, hopefully. So, yes, thank you for watching, and in the meantime, just take care, and I'll see you in the next episode, which hopefully will be the second part of this. So, in the meantime, just take care, and bye-bye! Bye!